Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We begin with Joao Felix as Barcelona are still pushing for the player and Atletico Madrid are ready to loan the 50 million rated Barca target. We are going to discuss on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about this young La Masia left back, Alex Valle, as Barca are reportedly finalizing a loan deal for the La Masia left back to Levante. We are also going to be discussing more on that. So as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you're just coming across the channel for the very first time, you are very welcome. Consider liking the video and please don't forget to watch it right up to the very end. As Atletico Madrid continue to find a solution for Barcelona target Joao Felix, a report from COPE has emerged that there are, in fact, no purchase offers for Joao Felix at the moment. So Atletico Madrid plan is to loan him to a team like Barca, who are so much interested, in order to increase his market value and sell him at the end of this season. Right now, a team from Saudi Arabia, Al Hilal to be particular, has made an offer worth 15 million euros for a season long loan, but Atletico have considered this a very tame approach. Over the last couple of weeks, it has been learned that Al Hilal and their manager, George Jesus, have personally approached the player to change his mind, but the former Benfica man is only dreaming of a Barcelona move. Joao Felix, who spent the previous season on loan at Chelsea, has been quite vocal about his desire to move to Barcelona, as he said earlier that I would love to play for Barcelona. Barca has always been my first choice, and I would love to join Barca. It was always my dream since I was a kid. If this happens, it will be a dream come true for me. Barcelona very much have Joao Felix on their radar, but doubts continue to persist about a move, mainly due to manager Xavi Hernandez. With Ousmane Dembele moving to Paris Saint-Germain, Barca have thought of signing Joao Felix, whose market value currently stands at 50 million euros. In fact, reports suggested that they would be willing to cover his entire season's salary, reported to be around 16 million euros, but with a condition that they will not pay a loan fee. However, it has been learned that Xavi is not really convinced by the player. The 43-year-old tactician is of the idea that Felix does not fit into his style of play, but the board is still hoping that the manager will eventually change his mind and agree to sign him due to a lack of attacking reinforcements. With Dembele and Frank Kessié departing, Barcelona do have room for new players. But it is hard to see Joao Felix donning the garnet and blue colors of the Catalan outfit this season. Of course, Joao Felix have been um, a player that have been admiring Barca for a long time, and Barca have eventually been showing interest in him, especially after Ousmane Dembele departed to PSG. And now that Neymar's move to Al Hilal looks as though it's going to work out, the name of Joao Felix have come up strongly, because if I think Neymar and Joao Felix were the two players that were strongly linked, and now that Neymar might join Saudi Arabian giants Al Hilal, the Joao Felix is closely linked. Of course, Joao Felix's relationship with Atletico Madrid have never been the same, especially that interview he recently had when he praised Barca and spoke so good about his dream of joining Barca one day, which did not sit well with the Atletico Madrid bosses. So since then, the player has been strongly linked to a Barca move. But there have always been reports saying that Xavi have never been a great admirer of Joao Felix. He does not see Felix as a player who can fit into his tactics, into his plans. Um, but the Barca board are of the idea that Joao Felix should come if Neymar doesn't come. And let's see how it goes for Joao Felix. The same case with Neymar. When Neymar was strongly linked, Xavi was never really convinced. Laporta was okay with the idea, as majority of the Barca executives were okay with the idea for Neymar coming. But right now, it seems as though the move for Neymar looks a little bit impossible, even though it's not yet finalized if he will join. Even though we got report already that he has come into personal terms with the Saudi Arabian giants already. So Joao Felix is still a possibility, as the remaining weeks of this transfer window, Barca will be trying to see how they can sign him. But it's at the end of the day, it still depends on Xavi. He's the one to give the final green light, as he has been doing in most cases, as to transfers. So let's see how it goes. Joao Felix will be dreaming to join in Barca, because the idea is if Barca are going for Joao Felix, it is going to likely be a loan move. It's going to be likely a loan move, not a permanent, because Joao Felix still has a lot of years in his contract with Atletico Madrid, and Barca won't have that financial power to go for a permanent move. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona have been blessed with a number of talented young prospects who are eager to leave their mark with the first team. However, in light of the ever-growing competition in Barca, opportunities to achieve regular game time are often scarce for these upcoming talents. As such, Barca have sought loan deals this summer to secure stable developmental environment where play time will not merely arrive in patches. After securing loan deals for the likes of Julian Araujo, Pablo Torre, Charlie Riyad, um, a report has come out to claim that Alex Valle is the next loanee in line for Barca. As per the report, Barca are finalizing the transfer for Alex Valle to Levante. The left back has no longer entered Xavi's list for Getafe, with his exclusion a sign of his imminent exit this summer. In just the next few hours, he is set to travel to Valencia to undergo medical examination. The report further argues that there will be no option to purchase the prospect, which is indicative of the faith Barca places in him. Since Barde's rise in the left back department and the potential signing of Joao Cancelo, which is reportedly advancing rapidly, Barcelona will certainly not be short of options. Consequently, searching for a Spanish side that will allow Alex Valle to grasp first-team football appears to be the ideal route for a player undergoing development. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.